If you woke up this morning with stiffness in your joints, aching in your back, or that deep inflammatory heaviness that slows your whole body down, then what I'm about to share with you may surprise you. Because sometimes the most powerful solutions for inflammation aren't found in prescriptions or expensive supplements. They're sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet right now. And today, I'm going to show you a simple method that works faster than swallowing pills, faster than teas, and faster than most home remedies you've ever tried. All it takes is placing 2 natural spices under your tongue, and in just a few minutes you can feel your inflammation begin to settle down. This method works because it bypasses your entire digestive system and sends the active healing compounds straight into your bloodstream. And once you understand why this works and how to do it correctly, you'll know exactly why people all around the world have been using these simple spices for thousands of years. Now, you might be thinking, ginger and clove under my tongue, and yes, I know it sounds unusual at first, but that's exactly why it works so well. When you swallow ginger or clove in a tea or capsule, your stomach acids break down many of the active compounds before they even reach your bloodstream. But when you use the sublingual method, when the spice sits directly under your tongue, those powerful anti-inflammatory molecules are absorbed through the thin membrane and go straight into circulation. No waiting, no digestion. Just fast, direct therapeutic action. And when you hear what these 2 spices do once they get into your system, you'll understand why so many people swear by this method for calming inflammation, easing joint pain, improving circulation, and reducing headaches, muscle tension, and even nerve irritation. Let's start with ginger because ginger is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory medicines. Inside this humble root are compounds called gingerols and shogalls, and these molecules act almost like natural ibuprofen in the body. They calm inflammatory pathways, reduce oxidative stress, and help relax the muscles and tissues that tighten up during inflammation. But here's the part most people never realize: that ginger becomes dramatically more effective when its compounds bypass the gut. When you hold even a small piece under the tongue, your bloodstream absorbs what your digestive system normally destroys. Within minutes, these gingerols begin to circulate, helping to open blood vessels, increase oxygen flow, and ease that deep, tight sensation that inflammation creates in joints, muscles, and connective tissue. And what's so beautiful about ginger is that it doesn't just mask inflammation. It addresses the root, the cytokines, the prostaglandins, the chemical messengers that actually drive inflammation in the first place. Then there's clove, and clove is in a completely different league. Clove contains one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory and analgesic compounds on planet Earth, eugenol. This molecule has been studied for its ability to reduce pain, swelling, and oxidative damage, and it works incredibly fast when absorbed under the tongue. If ginger is the calm, steady healer, clove is the powerful warrior. It penetrates deep into tissues, helping to soothe nerves, loosen stiff joints, and even improve blood flow to areas that feel cold, tight, or inflamed. If you've ever used clove oil on a toothache, you know how fast that numbing, calming effect can be. Now imagine that same compound entering your bloodstream directly without passing through your stomach, hitting your system within seconds instead of hours. That's why this method works so quickly. That's why people feel relief so fast. And that's why this technique is becoming one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective natural inflammation hacks you can use at home. And what's even more exciting is what happens when ginger and clove are combined. These 2 spices actually amplify each other. Ginger helps improve circulation, which allows the eugenol and clove to travel more efficiently through the bloodstream. Clove helps reduce nerve sensitivity, allowing the gingerols to act more directly on deep muscular and joint inflammation. It's like a partnership. One opens the door, the other does the heavy lifting. This is why many traditional healing systems, including Ayurveda and ancient herbal medicine, pair these 2 spices together. They knew something modern science is now confirming: these 2 powerhouses are stronger together. Now, I want you to really imagine what happens in your body when inflammation begins. Your cells swell, your tissues become irritated, blood flow becomes restricted, your joints get stiff, your muscles tighten, and your pain threshold drops. You may notice aching in your knees when you climb the stairs, stiffness in your back when you get out of bed, soreness in your shoulders after sitting too long, or that deep, tired feeling that inflammation causes throughout the entire body. Some people feel it in their hands. Some feel it in their feet. Some feel it everywhere. Inflammation shows up differently for each of us, but the discomfort is something we all understand. Now imagine introducing these 2 natural compounds into your bloodstream at the exact moment your body needs them the most. Ginger begins relaxing blood vessels, reducing muscle tension, calming inflammatory triggers, and helping your cells breathe again. At the same time, clove is traveling through your system, soothing irritated nerves, lowering inflammatory chemical reactions, and reducing the oxidative stress that keeps inflammation alive. Within minutes, you can feel the difference: a sense of ease, a release of tension, and a subtle but noticeable calming effect moving through your body. And remember, this is not about numbing the pain or hiding the symptoms. This is about addressing inflammation at the root naturally and effectively. So let's talk about how to actually do this. It's simple, but the method matters. You don't want to chew, swallow, or crush the spices. You want them to release their oils slowly so your bloodstream can absorb as much as possible. Take a thin slice of fresh ginger, about the size of your thumbnail, or a very small piece if the flavor is too strong for you. Then take one whole clove. Place both directly under your tongue. You may feel a mild warming sensation, a tingling, or even a slight numbing effect from the clove. That's exactly what you want. These sensations mean the compounds are being absorbed. Hold them under your tongue for 3 to 5 minutes. You can even gently press them with your tongue to release more oils, but don't chew aggressively. After a few minutes, you can swallow them, spit them out, or continue holding them if you want deeper absorption. And here's the thing: most people feel something within minutes. It may be subtle at first. A lightness in the body, a reduction in tension, an easier range of motion, a softer feeling in the joints. But as the compounds continue circulating, the effects become more noticeable. This is a technique you can use when you wake up stiff, after a workout, before bed, or anytime inflammation is slowing you down. Some people use it daily to help manage chronic inflammation. Others use it as needed. And because these are natural spices, you're not dealing with the side effects that come with anti-inflammatory drugs, but I want to take you deeper into what's actually happening inside your body. Ginger doesn't just reduce inflammation. It protects your cells from oxidative damage. It supports healthy circulation, helps regulate blood sugar, assists with digestion, and even supports the brain. When inflammation is lowered, your memory improves, your focus sharpens, and your energy levels rise. Ginger also helps open the lymphatic system, allowing the body to drain excess fluid and waste, which is a huge factor in inflammation. So what starts as a simple sublingual technique becomes a full body wellness practice that supports multiple systems at once. Clove, on the other hand, works heavily on the nervous system. Inflammation often irritates nerves, which is why some pains feel sharp, burning, tingling, or radiating. Clove calms those nerves, reducing sensitivity and helping your brain interpret pain differently. It also improves circulation to the extremities, which is why people with cold hands, cold feet, or poor circulation often notice warmth returning after using clove. And because eugenol is such a powerful antioxidant, it protects your cells from the oxidative stress that fuels inflammation in the first place. Together, ginger and clove create a synergy that helps the body shift from an inflammatory state into a healing state. Now, I know some people may be thinking, can something this simple really work? And the answer is yes, because your body is designed to respond to natural compounds. Your cells recognize these molecules. They know what to do with them. And when they enter the bloodstream quickly, the body can use them even more effectively. Unlike supplements that sit in your stomach and take hours to break down, these compounds enter your system almost immediately. That's why this method feels so different. And here's something else to consider. Many people today are living in a constant inflammatory state without even realizing it. Poor sleep, stress, sugary foods, processed oils, lack of movement, toxins in the environment, all of these contribute to chronic inflammation. And when inflammation becomes chronic, it affects every part of your life. Your metabolism slows down, your mood becomes heavier, your digestion becomes sluggish, your joints feel older, your energy fades, and over time this low-grade inflammation becomes one of the root causes behind many of the health issues people struggle with. But when you introduce natural anti-inflammatories like ginger and clove directly into the bloodstream, you give your body a powerful tool to counterbalance those daily triggers. So as you're listening to this right now, I want you to think about your own body. Think about where you feel inflammation the most. Maybe it's your knees when you walk, your lower back when you bend, your shoulders when you lift something, or your fingers when you wake up in the morning. Maybe it's your digestion, your headaches, your sinuses, or the tension in your neck from stress. The beauty of this method is that it helps on all levels: muscles, joints, nerves, circulation, digestion, and even the brain, because inflammation doesn't stay in one place, it travels. And this remedy travels with it. Some people notice their breathing improves after using this method because inflammation in the chest and airways begins to settle. Some feel their digestion gets easier because the ginger calms the gut and reduces bloating. Some feel more relaxed because clove reduces nerve excitability. Others feel lighter, calmer, more flexible, more comfortable in their own body. This is not magic, it's biology, it's absorption, it's chemistry, and it's your body responding exactly the way it's designed to respond. Now, let's talk about consistency. You don't need to do this 10 times a day. Even once is enough for many people. But doing it regularly, especially when inflammation is high, trains your body to operate in a calmer, less reactive state. And when inflammation drops, everything improves. Your mood becomes better, your sleep becomes deeper, your digestion becomes smoother, your joints become freer, your muscles recover faster, your mind becomes clearer, your whole body feels younger. And something important I want you to remember, natural remedies like this don't just work on symptoms, they support healing. They support balance. They support your body's natural ability to repair itself. And when you use something as simple as ginger and clove under the tongue, you're giving your body the quickest, most direct way to receive those healing compounds. Another thing people tell me is that this method helps reduce cravings, especially cravings driven by stress or inflammation. That's because inflammation affects brain chemistry, especially dopamine and serotonin pathways. When inflammation drops, those cravings naturally weaken. So if you struggle with emotional eating or sugar cravings, you may find this method surprisingly helpful. And let's talk about sleep for a moment, because inflammation and poor sleep go hand in hand. When inflammation is high, your nervous system becomes overstimulated. Your muscles feel tense, your breathing becomes shallow, your mind feels restless, and that keeps you awake. But when inflammation begins to settle, when ginger relaxes the body and clove calms the nerves, sleep becomes easier, deeper, and more restorative. Some people use this method an hour before bed to help unwind the body and quiet the nervous system. It's simple, but incredibly effective. You may also notice improved circulation after using this method. Inflammation thickens the blood and constricts blood vessels, slowing the flow of oxygen and nutrients. Ginger, especially when absorbed quickly, helps open those vessels and improve the movement of blood through the body. That's why you might feel warmth in your hands, looseness in your legs, and even a slight boost in your overall energy. When the blood flows, the body heals. And here's something fascinating. The mouth contains one of the highest concentrations of blood vessels in the entire body. That's why medications like nitroglycerin tablets are given under the tongue, because they enter the bloodstream almost immediately. We're using that same principle here, but with natural compounds that have been used for thousands of years. Now, as this powerful combination begins circulating through your system, your cells begin responding. The inflammatory markers calm down. The tissues soften, the nerves relax, the muscles release. The brain receives signals of safety instead of stress. And little by little, your body moves out of the inflammatory state and into a healing state. That's the state your body wants to be in. That's the state where your best health lives. The more you lower inflammation, the stronger your immune system becomes. The better your digestion works. The healthier your joints feel. The better your metabolism responds. And yes, the more youthful and energized you feel throughout the day. Inflammation ages the body faster than almost anything else. But reducing inflammation, especially with natural compounds that your body recognizes, helps reverse that internal aging process. It helps restore vitality. As you incorporate this technique into your routine, you begin developing a deeper relationship with your body. You become more aware of when inflammation is rising, when stress is affecting your joints, when your muscles need support, when your nerves need calming. And instead of reaching for a pill, you reach for something natural, something gentle, something powerful, something your body understands immediately. What makes it so special is that it's accessible to everyone. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need complicated recipes. You don't need anything synthetic or processed, just ginger, just clove. 2 humble spices sitting in your kitchen, ready to support your health in a way that feels natural, fast, and deeply effective. And when you realize that something so simple can help you feel so much better, a shift happens. You become more connected to natural healing. You start trusting your body's ability to respond. You learn how to give your body what it truly needs. This isn't just a remedy, it's a reminder that your body wants to heal, a reminder that nature has already given us incredible tools, a reminder that health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's as simple as placing a small piece of ginger and 1 clove under your tongue and letting your body do the rest. And as you continue exploring natural ways to support your inflammation, your joints, your energy, your sleep, your digestion, you'll start to feel the difference in every part of your life. You'll move differently. You'll breathe differently. You'll think more clearly. You'll feel more alive, because when inflammation goes down, everything goes up. Your vitality, your mobility, your mood, your wellness, your quality of life. And it all starts with one simple habit, one simple practice, one powerful natural remedy that works with your body, not against it. And another powerful part of this natural method that so many people overlook is the way ginger and clove can influence the digestive system when you use them under the tongue before meals. Most people only think of inflammation in their joints or muscles, but some of the most disruptive inflammation happens silently inside the digestive tract. That kind of inflammation doesn't always show itself as pain right away. Sometimes it shows up as bloating, heaviness after eating, sluggish digestion, gas, acid reflux, or that uncomfortable tightness across your abdomen that makes it hard to breathe fully. And because the gut plays such a major role in your immune system, your energy, your mood, and even your hormonal balance, calming digestive inflammation becomes one of the most important things you can do for your overall health. When you place ginger and clove under your tongue before a meal, something very interesting happens. Their active compounds begin calming the digestive system even before the food reaches it. Think about that for a moment. Most remedies only start working after the food is already in your stomach. But here, your body is preparing the digestive system in advance, reducing inflammation, relaxing the muscles of the gut, supporting the release of digestive enzymes, and improving circulation to the abdominal region. This is why so many people who deal with bloating after meals notice a real difference. Their gut is no longer fighting against inflammation. It's working with the body in a more relaxed, open, receptive state. Ginger especially has a unique relationship with digestion. Its warming effect naturally stimulates movement within the digestive tract, helping food pass more easily instead of sitting and fermenting, which is what causes that uncomfortable bloating. When ginger is absorbed through the sublingual tissues, the bloodstream carries its warming, anti-inflammatory compounds directly to the digestive organs. It's almost like sending a gentle message to the stomach and intestines. Relax, open up, prepare to receive food smoothly. And when the gut is relaxed, everything moves more efficiently. Your stomach empties at a better pace. Your small intestine absorbs nutrients more effectively. Your colon becomes less sluggish, and your body experiences less internal stress during digestion. Clove works differently but beautifully complements ginger. While ginger warms and loosens the digestive tract, clove helps calm irritation and reduce the sensation of digestive discomfort. Eugenol, the active compound in clove, has been shown to soothe the lining of the gut and reduce the kind of inflammation that leads to cramps, spasms, and that tight feeling right below the rib cage. People who deal with acid reflux, indigestion, or excessive gas often notice that clove gives the digestive tract a calmer environment to work in. And because clove absorbs so quickly under the tongue, it begins acting almost immediately, long before the meal even creates digestive pressure. What many people don't realize is that digestive inflammation is one of the leading contributors to whole body inflammation. When your gut is inflamed, the barrier that protects your bloodstream becomes weaker. Tiny particles from food or bacteria can slip through, something called leaky gut, and trigger a full immune response. Suddenly, inflammation spreads throughout the body, showing up in your joints, your muscles, your skin, your energy levels, and even your mental clarity. But when you use ginger and clove in this sublingual method, you're helping the gut strengthen that barrier. You're supporting the lining. You're reducing irritation. And you're helping your digestive system stay calm so it doesn't send inflammatory signals throughout your whole body. Imagine sitting down for a meal after using this method. Instead of bracing yourself for bloating or discomfort, your digestive system feels open and ready. The warmth from the ginger creates a gentle expansion throughout the abdomen, while the calming effect from the clove creates a soothing balance. The combination sets the stage for smoother digestion, better nutrient absorption, and less post-meal inflammation. You might notice that you feel lighter after meals instead of heavy or sluggish. You might notice that you don't get that tight, bloated feeling that ruins your comfort for hours. And over time, this small ritual before eating can transform your digestive experience completely. Another thing that happens when digestive inflammation drops is that your relationship with food changes. When the gut is inflamed, it sends signals of stress to the brain, and those signals often show up as cravings. Cravings for sugar, for salty foods, for carbs. The body looks for quick fuel because inflammation makes digestion inefficient. But when inflammation settles, those cravings naturally weaken. You don't feel the same urge to reach for unhealthy foods. You feel satisfied with smaller portions. You feel more in control of what you eat because your gut isn't panicking every time food arrives. This is one of the hidden benefits of using ginger and clove before meals. It helps bring balance not just to digestion, but to your appetite, your cravings, and your overall relationship with eating. On a deeper level, reducing digestive inflammation has a powerful impact on your mood and your emotional well-being. The gut is the home of your second brain, the enteric nervous system, and it produces a large portion of your serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for happiness, calmness, and emotional balance. When the gut is inflamed, serotonin production drops, and that can leave you feeling anxious, irritable, or mentally foggy. But when inflammation decreases, serotonin levels naturally improve. This is why so many people feel calmer, clearer, and more emotionally balanced when they take care of their gut. Ginger and clove, used sublingually, can help support this entire process by calming the gut before it has a chance to become irritated. Another fascinating aspect of this method is its effect on the vagus nerve, the main nerve that connects your gut and brain. When you place ginger and clove under the tongue, The warming and soothing sensations activate the vagus nerve reflexively, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and digest state, the opposite of stress. And when the body enters this state before a meal, digestion becomes smoother, inflammation lowers, and nutrient absorption becomes more efficient. Some people even notice that their breathing deepens, their shoulders relax, and their heart rate slows slightly. This is the body shifting out of fight or flight mode and into a state that supports healing, digestion, and internal balance. As the compounds circulate through the digestive organs, they begin modulating the microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria living in your gut. These bacteria thrive when inflammation is low. They help break down food, support immune function, and produce essential compounds that keep you healthy. But inflammation disrupts this delicate environment, allowing harmful bacteria to grow and beneficial ones to weaken. Ginger and clove help restore this balance. Their antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects support a healthier microbiome, which in turn reduces digestive inflammation even further. It's a positive cycle that grows stronger with consistency. People who regularly use this method before meals often report that their bloating decreases significantly over time. Not just immediately after using it, but day by day. As the digestive system becomes less reactive and more stable, they notice their stomach feels flatter, their clothes fit more comfortably, their energy after meals improves, and they don't have to deal with the unpredictable discomfort that used to follow eating. Their digestion becomes more predictable, smoother, and more efficient. As the digestive system becomes healthier, the immune system becomes stronger as well. Since 70% of your immune system resides in your gut, lowering inflammation in this area supports your entire body's defense system. People who deal with frequent colds, allergies, or low immunity often find that supporting their gut leads to improvements in all these areas. Ginger and clove work subtly but profoundly to support immune balance through digestive health. When inflammation drops in the gut, your liver also benefits. The liver is constantly processing toxins, hormones, and nutrients, but when inflammation is high, it becomes overworked and sluggish. This can lead to fatigue, poor detoxification, and difficulty losing weight. But when the digestive system is calmer and more efficient, the liver receives fewer inflammatory signals and fewer toxic byproducts, can work more effectively, helping the entire body detoxify and operate more smoothly. Many people report clearer skin, better energy, and improved metabolic function after regularly using ginger and clove in this way. One of the most beautiful things about this method is how gentle it is. It doesn't shock the system or create discomfort. It works with the body's natural rhythms. It respects the digestive process. It supports healing rather than forcing it. This is what makes it sustainable. You can use it every day without worry. You can use it before every meal. You can use it when you wake up, before bed, or anytime your digestion feels unsettled. It becomes a natural part of your wellness routine. Simple, accessible, and incredibly effective. Over time, you may notice that your body begins to anticipate this calming ritual. The moment you place the ginger and clove under your tongue, your digestive system shifts in a more relaxed state. Your mind becomes calmer, your body becomes more centered, and this creates a powerful connection between your mind, your digestion, and your overall sense of well-being. You begin to feel more in tune with your body's needs, more aware of your internal signals, and more responsive to the subtle cues that tell you when inflammation is rising. By making this small habit part of your daily life, you're not just improving digestion, you're creating a foundation for long-term health. Because when the digestive system is calm, everything else has the chance to function more optimally. Your joints feel better. Your energy stabilizes, your sleep improves, your mood becomes more balanced, your metabolism works more efficiently, and you begin experiencing life in a body that feels less burdened by inflammation and more supported by natural healing. This is how something as simple as using ginger and clove under the tongue becomes so much more than a remedy. It becomes a practice, a way of supporting your body with intention, awareness, and consistency. It's a reminder that small, natural choices can create profound shifts in your health, especially when you understand how to use them with purpose and care. And as you continue this journey, you'll feel the difference not just in your digestion, but in your entire body as inflammation begins to soften and your system moves toward a more balanced, energized, and vibrant state.